Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Torya.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy. I had a great time tonight.
Did you?
You know I did. You were there.
Was I?
Sometime.
Was I really there?
Maybe not.
Or was I just a figment of your imagination because I got absorbed by the delicious pizza?
Probably.
Seems legit.
Figment of my imagination. It's more likely than anything else.
I think so
you're
too.
Still a figment of my imagination. I don't think you exist.
Wouldn't that make me a figment of everybody's imagination? Because now they can all hear me.
Nobody hears you.
So it's just you rambling away by yourself every night?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's correct. You know, you talk to Mitchell, and I have this button that I push, and I make his mouth move, and then I'm the voice of Mitchell.
Okay, then.
Want to try it?
No.
You know?
No.
It's so much fun, though.
If you say so.
Then we get to hear Mitchell's voice, which is so much fun.
Mitchell's weird.
Poor Mitchell.
And he's a fascist.
He's shaking his head. He's in agreement with you.
Mm-hmm. He's the small fascist, and I'm the big fascist. We've been over this.
He's also the fast fascist.
He is the fast fascist. He's the fast-ish.
But here's what's amazing. It's true what they say. No matter how good you are at any one thing, there's always someone you're going to meet that's better than you.
Specifically 5 people.
But it's just crazy.
But I think with some training, Mitchell could overtake most of those 5 people. Maybe not the first kid.
Yeah, who just has natural talent.
Mm.
Yeah, with training, he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree at all. But it was fun to watch.
It's true. He's got the epic end of the race sprint, which a lot of the other kids don't have. Most of them get like 5 feet away from the finish line and they're already slowing down. They could be like 5 seconds faster if they just wouldn't stop running.
Exactly. They cruise through to the finish line instead of running through the
There was
finish
some
line.
today that walked across the finish line.
Yeah, that's what a waste. I think it's a total, complete waste. But you know, that conversation we were having at dinner tonight about how people act at businesses, and it kind of bothers me the more I think about it, because you know, the whole idea of a free market society is to allow for the customer to dictate who stays in business and who doesn't.
Right.
I mean, that's breaking it down into its simplest, most rudimentary form, but that's what it's about, right?
Well, in general, the customer does decide who stays in business and who doesn't. But the issue is, enough customers have to agree that business should not be in business.
Exactly.
Like what she was telling us about the McDonald's. I get it. She had a gross experience. That would probably prevent me from ever going back to that location as well. But I think that she's one who's had that experience.
Well, right. But what those people do, like, she didn't do it, okay? But what a lot of people do is they'll tell you, well, but see, the point is, you think you haven't had the same experience as me, but how do you know that you didn't get waited on by the guy with the dripping finger? And you just didn't know it.
Right.
And then, you know, that's what they do. She didn't do that. She didn't go there. But they usually try to, like, make you freaked out about it. Like, oh, my God, it is possible that the guy touched my food.
Right. Right.
I withhold my judgment until there's more evidence. That's just what I have to do these days.
Well, I'm not at all doubting that the experience happened, of course. But clearly, the majority of people have not had that experience there, or that place would be closed. Like
Well, yeah.
for example, the Kimmy's coffee cup. It used to be hustling and bustling all the time. There was always people in there. And now, because they were reported twice in the Orange County Register for having cucarachas,
Yeah, people don't go in there anymore.
it's basically dead in there all the time.
Yeah, nobody wants
And
to
my
go there.
bet is if they got a third strike,
They'd be out of
they'd be out.
business.
Because nobody would go there at all.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's amazing they sustain their business as it is.
I think so too.
I mean, they're hemorrhaging. That's one of those things where Gordon Ramsay, or even like, if it was a bar, the tapper guy, they would rebrand it.
Yeah. And what's really interesting to me about that specific business is the one locally has been closed twice within the last 6 months, and their other location has been closed like 6 times.
The one in Placentia.
Yeah. Like, what is that?
It's a squirming Mitchell.
A sleeping Mitchell?
He's not asleep yet, but he's a squirming Mitchell. See his hands
A
move?
grumpy squirming Mitchell?
Yeah, I'm going to steal his phone. Read all
Get
his
him.
texts.
Get him.
He goes. He doesn't know that I have an undelete app that undeletes things. So he can never make it go away. Because my police officer grade software handles the trick. No hiding stuff from me. See? Because somebody earns trust, and he did, he gets trust.
Yep.
But the point is, if you violate that trust too often, you can't turn back from that.
Right.
So you pull the reins in more. Anyway, you're not taking off on that one, I guess. It doesn't make much difference.
What am I supposed to say about it?
Whatever you think about it.
I agree with you. We've talked about this multiple times, and that's why I just agreed with you again. But I have nothing else to say.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have a new addiction. It's these things over here. I don't even know what they're called. Nutty Buddies. Muddy Buddies. Sorry, not Nutty Buddies. That's a cookie. That
Nutter
used to
Butter.
be Nutter Butters. Yeah, that's right. These are good. Muddy Buddies. It's like a bunch of little buddies that ran through the mud. Essentially what they're
And then
like.
they got covered in snow.
They got covered in snow. Interesting. They're tasty.
You know what?
And the ones we got were like wheat, so they're very crunchy. And you had to bake them, right? What do you do with the Chex Mix? You just mix it in, you don't even cook it? Well, hell, those Chex Mix ones are good then, because they're crunchy. Well, I thought you had to heat it up a little bit.
Just the chocolate and peanut butter stuff got heated up.
Okay. Why did I think he heated up Like, I seriously thought it was... Dude, don't laugh at me. I seriously thought it was like when you make nachos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put the stuff on top, and then you slide it into the oven.
It was
heats
more
it
like
up.
if you...
And so it also takes the, like, corn chips. The ones that you make nachos with, they don't taste like the ones right out of the package. Ones out of the package are kind of, I don't know, a little more stale tasting compared to the cooked ones. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But he says he didn't cook it at all. That's amazing. That means they came like that, crunchy.
Have you never had them?
No,
Yeah,
I have
cereal?
not the chocolate ones. No.
Well, those weren't chocolate ones.
Well, wheat ones, whatever. I didn't mean chocolate. I have chocolate on the brain because that's what I taste with that, Mitchell. It's kind of like, it's like Reese's peanut butter cup with some kind of a crunchy shell on the inside, not on the outside, and then like sugar. Because that's what the white powder, obviously, it is sugar, and it's all it tastes like. And that's what it tastes like a sugary Reese's peanut butter cup with a crunchy inside shell. So it's very similar to like an M&M pretzel.
You're a weirdo.
M&M peanut butter?
No, it's crunchy on the inside, so it's like an M&M
Yeah.
pretzel or a peanut M&M.
It's more like, like a peanut M&M or an M&M pretzel, because they're on the inside. It's a weird one to describe, but it's tasty.
Or the crispy M&Ms. Those are the best.
Oh, the ones that are sort of like Nestle Crunch on the inside. Yeah. Have you ever had those? You like those? Yeah? He's nodding yes. He's not very talkative tonight. I don't think he feels that good. Too much running around. Don't put the pillow in your mouth, dude.
I think you're talking to a toddler over here.
I think so sometimes. The other one's not feeling good.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
You know what's nice? That your card came in the mail that I ordered for you.
Yeah, it was cute. Where'd it go?
It's up there with all of its stupid heart confetti.
It's an owl, but then the cool part is you drew with your own handwriting the
I'll
words.
have to show you the app. It's really, really neat.
It was really nifty. Did you see it, Mitchell?
It's called Felt.
Yeah, you want me to grab it and show you? She actually hand wrote on the back of that card.
And you can make them like accordion cards where
That's pretty neat.
Where you can pick like as many different front images as you want, and then you can write on the back of all of them.
Well, with him, we could get one picture for every time he's been a butthead, and we would have like a 152 long accordion.
Dude, he's been a butthead 365 days a year for 14 years.
Well, that's not true. He was a pretty dang good baby. He really was.
13 years.
He was a dang good baby. Like, day one in the house. Nighttime. Gotta go to bed now. Good night. Him. Slept the night right away.
What I think is ridiculous about the company that made the card is that, like, they had some issues because they did the T-Mobile Tuesday.
We talked about this a little bit last night.
And we talked about this yesterday morning. Okay, I won't talk about it again.
No, go ahead. Oh, I'm not telling you not to talk about it, but I'm saying like we talked about last night, but maybe you're right. Maybe it was yesterday morning. I don't know. I
didn't think we podcasted about it.
Anyway, continue.
Oh, they had some issues because they did the T-Mobile Tuesday promotion, and then they made the mistake of not being prepared for the number of people who were going to order a free card. And their system crashed, and it came this morning? Yesterday. It came yesterday, and you got it from the mailbox this morning.
Yeah.
Because
I checked the mail app before it came yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't there. Then I checked the mail before it would have come today, and it was there. So that means it had to have come yesterday.
So clearly it's a Valentine's card.
Right.
And it was a day late. So apparently this offended some people. And I emailed them just asking like what the status of it was on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this email back saying that they were so sorry and they didn't anticipate the number of people, and they gave me a code for another card for free. Ow! The cat is so large. Anyway, so I was like, alright, I guess it'll come when it comes. And then she stares at me because she's mad that I didn't pet her. Anyway. And then, so I go to their Facebook page because I'm curious to know, like, how many angry people there are. And they have, like, a 3.1 rating on their Facebook page because of all the people galloping to their Facebook page to say, this app stole my money and I didn't get my stuff, and they're all angry and pissed off. But, like, dude, if you just email them, contact their customer service, they'll help you out. And I gotta give them credit, their social media people are on the ball. Because they're responding to the negative reviews. They're saying, oh, I'm so sorry. Send us a PM and we'll help you get your money back. They're on it. And I feel bad for them because they made a mistake and now they're getting verbally abused for it.
But the best part is what you're talking about. It's a good teaching example. Because what a lot of times what an owner of a business will do is try to parry the negative reviews. Like, fight back against them.
Right.
And I'm going to say most people put reviews online and have a bit of truth to what they're putting online. They have a bad experience that might be a 5 out of 10, but they're so pissed that they rate it because of the bad experience, but they make it a 1 out of a 10 because they're so pissed. So they exaggerate the rating a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I've done that.
But then the owners, they try to, that there's that, or then there's people that have legit, here's what happened issues, and I think most companies take the attitude that the first one is more likely to happen than the second one.
Yeah.
And I think that it's bad because you should essentially, I'm trying to think of the word. You should assume that it's going to go that one way and not the other way.
Right. I would hate to see this little tiny company, who's clearly a startup if they didn't have the capacity to handle a T-Mobile Tuesday, die because of this issue. Because they made a mistake, but they handled it spectacularly afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, it was an autoresponder set up to send me that code. As soon as I emailed in, I got an auto response apologizing.
Yeah.
I think they handled it really well.
Well,
I thought they'd fix with your customer service thing.
But that could be what saves them. I mean, I'll tell you, it's like these crazy baby people. I emailed them back in January, towards the end of January, and then they told me that it was beginning of February. Was it? No, it was the end of January. Sorry, it is the end of January that I emailed them, and they said, "Oh well, anybody who ordered before January 12th will be shipping them this week."
Right.
Well,
it's now February 16th.
A couple weeks later, and still nothing. And I write to them, and I wrote to them on Monday. They haven't responded to me. So I wrote to them again today. I think Monday and Friday is fair enough.
Right.
I didn't bombard
customer service isn't great.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. You're not... If you were late on your product because you didn't anticipate the demand, so you had to run bigger and bigger batches, me as the customer, I can forgive that if you communicate to me and you do things like, all right, you know what? Because there's been a delay, here we're going to throw in anyone who bought by this time, you're getting a hat, a t-shirt, and a shaker bottle.
Right.
And you know what? What would that cost them? Seriously, what would that cost them?
Probably $8.
And yet, for me as the customer, I'm going to be like, all right, so I get it. They're communicating with me. They're going to be late, and they're sorry, so they threw me a little gift.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So it's
even if they just said they were sorry.
Yeah. So just going online and saying, wow, we're so sorry that happened to you. Here, PM us and we'll make sure you get your money back. Well, first of all, what happens after that, nobody really knows because they're doing it in private message.
The one that I was talking about, they came back and said thank you for handling it.
Well, there you go.
So I'm guessing it got handled as well as they.
But my point is, they don't give away what discount they give or any
right.
of that stuff because it's behind. The guy can say whatever he wants. They can always claim it wasn't true.
Right.
So they're smart. But that's what I find interesting about the whole kind of scenario, because that kind of a review, it's like a catch-22. You're going to go down no matter what. But if you try to punch the guy out, you're going to go down even more because you're going to look like an even bigger jerk. But if you come back with, hey, I'm really sorry that happened to you. Here's what you do so I can help you out and make sure that you get X.
Exactly.
You do that, you suddenly become human. And that's a great example of a company doing the right thing.
Yep.
Totally doing the right thing. And it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them a lot. But they're probably going to survive because of their can-do kind of approach. I think that's the keys.
Right.
They're just on it,
Whether or not the headphone people survive, there.
Yeah, because their customer service is horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah. Awful.
They send you an autoresponder back that says they will respond within one business day. One business day. Do you remember when I said I wrote them on Monday, and because I didn't hear from them by today, I had to write them on Friday? That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 business days. 4 times the amount they said, and they still haven't responded.
Given the type of product that it is, I bet you they're getting a lot of people emailing them.
Yeah.
That are pissed that they don't have their product yet. Since it was supposed to ship by the second week of December.
Yeah. At the worst.
Yeah.
No.
They must have had an overwhelming response to their sale.
Oh yeah. I don't doubt it.
That's because true wireless earbuds are getting all the rage right now, and they offered that amazing discount. Well, now we know why.
Well, what's ridiculous though is if you go to their website, I haven't tried it, but I think you could order them there. Now, I would be pissed because if they do it the way they should, any orders that come in now are in a line behind you.
Yeah.
But look how long you've waited. So, what, these people are going to wait that long too? Who wants to spend money in February and not get their product until June?
Yeah. What I would be more pissed by is if they were available in stores. Because that would be...
That means they made a choice to send our stuff to the retail establishment. Yep, I hear you.
And I know that they have their other lines of product in Best Buy. I almost wonder if they have this one.
In Best Buy?
Yeah. I saw them there.
Yeah, it's true. Best Buy has a really good selection of headphones and earbuds and stuff like that.
Yeah, they do.
I have to do some investigation for a client about Bluetooth earbuds and using them for recording with Zoom.
Oh?
Yeah. Because they all want to do video. That's like the big thing these days. The big rage in the marketing field is using video to do this and video to do that. That's why the Grand Poobah of all Grand Poobahs.
Grand Poobah.
Remember the Grand Poobah of all Grand Poobahs? The website Poobah.
It wasn't Poobah. He was the Pope of all websites, not the Poobah.
Okay, well, the Pope, excuse me.
I reserve Poobah for all sorts.
Forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. It has been a fucking long time. I don't even know how long. My God, it's been... Why am I telling you this? If you know everything, I shouldn't have to tell you. You should be telling me when I walk in the door. It should be written on my damn forehead. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you?
Oh, shit.
You need a better system, and I can build it for you. It's only going to cost you $100 million. You can afford it.
You're so weird.
That's right. Making the deals.
Oh, you're
$100
so
million.
weird.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Somebody's thirsty.
It's a pig.
Yeah. It's probably Henry.
It's probably because somebody didn't give
Henry.
them any water today.
It is Henry.
Somebody didn't give them any water today.
Somebody's asleep. As someone else predicted somebody would be.
It's okay. Somebody's going to hit him with a pillow when we finish podcasting.
Poor kid. Well, that's going to be pretty soon, actually.
Mm-hmm. I could do it while we were podcasting, but I don't think these people want their ears pierced by the shriek that will ensue.
No. Oh, yeah. It's something awful. Sounds like, a banshee running through the house.
Yes.
It's crazed lunacy. Anyway.
Well.
Yogi has been heard from.
Yep. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody. Good night.
Hasta la bye-bye. Hey, this is Mike, and I just wanted to tell you that if you enjoyed the show, and I truly hope you did, you can subscribe on iTunes or Google Play and not miss a single episode. But if you happened to miss an episode and you didn't find it on Google Play or iTunes for some reason, you could go to our website, which is theNightlyRant.wordpress.com.